When I was learning spoken English, every single person used to tell me that start thinking in English. Then only you can improve your fluency. No doubt, when you think in English, your English fluency increases drastically. But the thing and the question comes here is, does everyone able to start thinking in English right from the day one? If you are a beginner level of spoken English, how can you start thinking in English? If you don't understand English language, if you are not good reader, you are not able to even read one single paragraph of English language, then how it is possible that you will even think in English? That time I feel this is a ridiculous idea which is being imposed to the beginner level of spoken English. Somehow I can understand that this kind of uh, you know formula is applicable and useful. Let's say the intermediate level of spoken English learner, I mean, sorry, what I'm saying, now it's getting too late, I'm feeling sleepy. So that's what I wanted to say. I mean, when you are a certain level of English learner, that time you can apply this idea. You can automatically start thinking in English because you know the word, you know the sentence, you know the grammar rule, and that time everything keeps on revolving in your head. That time you don't have to put extra effort to think in English. But when you are beginner level of spoken English learner, that time you are already afraid, you are in a zone of insecurity, you always put one step and another step with very suspicious way, because you have the fear of being insulted by people, you have the fear of being mocked by the people, to be made fun by the people because of your poor English. So when you are at beginner level, I would suggest don't run behind this kind of blind ideas that you have to think in English. No, unless or until you have good environment, you can't think. And this environment can be created by your own effort, and that is reading, writing, speaking, listening. These four things are very, very important, especially when you are beginner level of spoken learner. That time, what happened? I will tell step by step. When you read, then new word start hitting your head, you start knowing you start understanding the meaning of those words, those sentences. And if you are quite passionate to learn this language, automatically these words and sentences will start reminding you to speak, and word sentences would start coming out of your mouth without putting extra effort. And that's what happened to the intermediate level of spoken English learner. They don't have to think much. Now I don't think in English. When I start, I speak whatever comes in my mind. If you have seen my video, I never edit my video. Whatever I'm speaking, it is completely unfiltered. I don't go and do editing here and there. What I believe is, here I'm practicing. So what is the need to do, you know, editing part I skip in my all video. You can pick up any video and start watching it, you will not see even a single time that I have edited. Maybe in some video I have done because I have taken long pause over there. Okay, and sometime my mic is not working and I see that my mic is started blinking, so I had to stop and then restart. In that case, otherwise I never do editing in my this practice video. So what I was telling, when I was in my initial stage, though I was quite passionate to learn English, and I would follow each and everything whatever people would advise me. But then I realized that how I can think in English. For that I need to work hard, and I had started working hard in reading portion, writing portion, and speaking portion. Even listening I would not say much I had done. But yes, these former three thing which I mentioned, reading, writing, and speaking, I had worked a lot on this three topic, and that is why I could be able to speak English in my early initial days of English learning phase. And I would suggest you that you should also start doing the same. If your mind is completely empty, you have only your mother tongue fitted in your mind, then how you can speak English? Your mind is already empty. Here you don't have any English word, you have to put, you have to, fix things over here. Then things will start coming out of your mouth. And as I told you, when you are giving much time in reading, you are or doing workout, tongue workout. What is that? Means we are not habituated to speak English word. So it takes time to pronounce any word in a correct way. Okay, it takes time. In fact, it took time for me as well. But then it gradually started getting normal, because as I told you, that I used to read much, whether I'm understanding or not. I started reading with full passion, with full, you know, dedication, that I have to complete this portion. And after that, I used to translate sentences from Hindi to English, English to Hindi. And this helped me a lot to get the clarity that what sentence, where I should use and how I should use. For the advanced sentence formation, I started following all those subject verb agreement kind of structure, which is very very much helpful for for connecting the sentences, so that you can speak for longer time. At a stretch, you can speak for 1 minute, 2 minutes, something like that. Okay. Otherwise, just relying over tense is not going to help you at all. Or it doesn't mean you have to mug up all the rules of grammar. No, have the basic knowledge of English grammar, all the tenses, and simultaneously start reading newspaper, reading self-help book. As I told you, yes, in my yesterday book, that how reading can improve your fluency drastically and in a magical way. It had happened to me, and why not, it can happen to you as well. Start giving time, and then you will definitely see the result. So you don't have to bother about thinking in English, because this is, I don't think so, the right way for of learning spoken English for beginner level of speaker. This is okay for intermediate, and advanced people does not even require, because they already have reached at such a level of communication skill where they don't have to think much. Everything start in an automated way. Okay, so if you also want to reach there, because I want to reach there, and that's why I'm working, you should also start working without thinking anything, without having the fear that who is going to laugh at you, and without thinking that what if I make mistake. Making mistake is okay, and this is the only way you can learn any skill. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you, bye, and take care.